This is Vibe Science, a top 100 wellness podcast presented by the Radcast Network, breaking wellness barriers and making health truly personal. Here are your hosts, Ryan Alford and Chris Hansen.
Hello, and welcome to Vibe Science. We like to say we're helping you get to your highest vibe. We think healthy and happy people will change the world, and so we're trying to enlighten one story at a time. And this is a good story. You know, I think we can all relate to this product and have all probably been there. I was thinking back to as a kid, and I was always the kid that sold bubble gum at middle school. I was peddling. Little did I know I was peddling, such atrocities.
Toxic
atrocities. I had no idea. But I'm Ryan Alford, your host. Chris Hansen down in the Vacay Lounge as a co-host, and we're pumped to have Drew Shuman here today. What's up, Drew?
What's up, boys? Thank you very much for having me. I'm stoked to be here.
Yeah, man. Taking down big gum.
One day at a time, man. Someone had to do it.
Someone had to do it. Someone had to tell us that it needed taking down, Yeah. I mean, I was thinking Wrigley's, you're fine. Big Red. These might all be owned by the same company, by the way, but I'm just going to use brand names, Like, I just thought that was harmless. Hell no. They're getting us. The man is getting us down at all angles.
And people don't think about gum. They think about drinks. They think about food, but gum's going right into the bloodstream.
It's so true because, dude, it's like, right, it's in your mouth.
You're chewing on it. All that stuff's coming out of it.
That's right. If you can put a dip in your mouth and catch a buzz or whatever, you never know what you're getting with all of these ingredients. So, Drew, I know we'll get into Nogum and cool product. Been digging that, looking into it. So, and it's making me, making me feel guilty. I'm like, because I'm a gum chewer. Like, I'm like, dang, I got to get an order number one. So I couldn't get any before your show came, but it's on my list. I'll send you
some. Don't worry, bro. I got you. We'll take care of you.
Yeah. Let's talk Drew Shuman. You still in New York?
Nah, I'm in Miami, man. South Beach.
Okay. From New York, now in Miami.
Correct.
Let's set the table. Who is the gum man?
Drew Shuman is the gum man. Yeah. I worked in finance when I started off my career, and then I got into credit card processing. But I was always super into health and wellness, and I was a avid gum chewer. In comes no gum, and I realized how toxic conventional chewing gum was. So I went on a mission to create a healthy alternative for people to chew on.
Hey, I love that. There's so many. I'm a dad of 4 younger boys. You know how many dad jokes there are in this episode. So just bear with me if I go down the road. We already like bursting bubbles, blow, give them something to chew on. It's like
wife's chewing on your ass, all the things.
Yeah, man. All of it. But it is no joke. And that's sort of the thing. Like, Chris, I know Drew hit your radar, I think, and we're always on the lookout for like these kind of stories. But who knew gum was another, potential issue with something that we're putting in our body that we don't know exactly what it is.
I definitely didn't think. I'd heard there was one ingredient that was being brought up a lot because I'd see certain brands say like, what is it, aspartame maybe?
Aspartame free, yeah.
You would see that, and it's kind of like the same bullshit you see in the grocery store, right? Organic, and it's like, it's not really, So I knew in that aspect, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. And I'm like, I got the Mentos gum. Sometimes you're just like, I need to freshen up real quick, poison or not.
Exactly.
But like Ryan said, I didn't know there was another mission that we had to jump on board with here.
I know.
The fight against
the vibe.
This is
the
the beautiful
vibe
thing, right? You can still freshen up now without poisoning yourself.
Exactly.
All for that.
That's no gum right there.
Drew, break it down for us. Like where'd the passion come from for this, and when did you realize we're putting some bad shit in our mouth?
So I was an avid gum chewer. I wanted to have my breath smelling good. I also loved the oral fixation of chewing on something, whether I was training, studying, like I just like that stimulation. And I know a lot of other people are with me in that. And as I got more into health and wellness, I started to research what was in conventional gum. And I mean, you can't even pronounce half the ingredients. It's like, what is this stuff? So I stopped chewing gum completely. And I shared this story with so many other people because there really weren't a lot of healthy alternative options out there. So that was really my drive and mission to create a healthy alternative that I would myself enjoy chewing on daily.
I love it. Hubba fucking Bubba. Got
Hubba
me
Bubba,
again.
baby.
I mean, I know all the brands, man. I'm sitting here going, Big League Chew, Hubba Bubba, Big Red, did
you jot down a list before this pod of all the gum brands?
Bazooka.
I could win that trivia contest. If it was like, name the gum brands, I'd be like, okay, I got it. How many notes can you name? How many gums can you name? I'm 12. Oh, shit. But it makes sense. As you talked about the ingredients on the label, I was sitting there going, there's been a couple times we don't pause long enough and think about shit. That's part of the problem. We don't want overanalyzation, but at the same time, you're putting it in your body. You got to pause for a second. But I've looked at those labels and started to get the Pocket Dictionary out, also known as Google, and and stopped like 2 terms in. I got into some hexadata chemistry chart, and I'm like, shit, I don't have an abacus for this. So, but that's what it is, man. It's like, what are we putting in our bodies?
For sure. I think the number one step is always reading those labels. You got to see what you're putting in your body, what's actually in the package.
Yeah. And the colorings and all that stuff, having kids, that's hit our radar, probably more than anything.
Yeah.
The food coloring.
Like Red
impact.
40 is the big.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What are like the top toxic ingredients in most chewing gum?
I would say overall, probably aspartame, all different types of sugar, sucralose, and then probably the artificial coloring and flavoring would probably be the top.
So does no gum hold its flavor?
Does, yeah. Flavor lasts pretty long.
Okay. That's always my biggest hold up.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the candy gums, the bazookas, the Big League. I mean, those, you get that sugar rush, for like 14 seconds. And it's like, oh, damn. Then you feel like you got, a piece of rubber cement in your mouth. And it's like,
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our flavor lasts pretty long, man. People are really impressed with that. So that's been a really encouraging sign.
How does this conversation come up? Like, in passing, do you go, do you just offer a stick? Like, you want to,
I approach any single person I see chewing gum and give them the spiel.
You're like, you chewing gum over there?
Yeah.
Hey, come here.
You know how bad that is for you? What are you chewing? 5?
Get that shit out of your mouth right now.
Try this.
Yeah. Like, I got a little insider for you. You can put it on your Tinder profile.
I chew no gum.
Yeah. No bullshit around here. No gum, no anything. But why should people care? So let's educate. What are these ingredients that we're talking about? We're throwing around names. People have heard them that they're bad. But why should people care about this?
I think it's like anything, right? What you put in and on your body really impacts your physiology. So why would you choose something that could potentially cause your body harm? Like, it just makes no sense to me. And I feel like we're at a point in society now where we do have all these healthier alternatives. So I just think the money will continue to go towards that as people realize how toxic some of these things really are.
What are maybe some of the side effects people are having? Like, they're maybe like avid gum chewers that they don't even know that the gum might be causing.
I would say stomach issues is probably the biggest. Yeah. And what people don't realize is like how connected the gut is to the brain. So if you're dealing with certain mental health issues, some of that could be coming from the gut. So my advice to people is always really dial in on nutrition, sleep, all that stuff before you go the Western medicine route.
Yeah. How'd you go about formulating this? Like, was it like, you identified like, I'm like, how do I make gum?
Are you just like white label gum manufacturer? Like,
yeah, man, it was a process. You got to do a lot of research. You have to have a lot of conversations. And I pitched my vision to a lot of people. And when I found someone that I was super comfortable with, who trusted me and really believed in the vision, it was just like getting to work and actually creating this thing. And I had a vision of what I wanted the product to be. I wanted it to be a healthy, functional chewing gum and also a supplementation, because there's vitamin C, vitamin B6, zinc, and magnesium in our product.
Awesome.
So, but yeah, then it's like, you got to go to the drawing board and just try and formulate this thing. And it took a lot of different trials to get it to where we wanted it to be.
All right. So we're talking Vitagum now. So is it Vitagum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got vitamin C, vitamin B6, zinc, and magnesium in there.
Awesome.
Yeah. So what's the positioning? What's the biggest hurdle with this? Because it seems like to me it would be, people don't, the education combined with like the benefits. But like, as you've been, how long have you been at this?
It's pretty baby stage, only 3 months. So
okay, we're early in.
New. Yeah, we're early in.
So like when you're having discussions, like what's the biggest like hurdle with like getting people in this headspace? Is it just
what's
pure
the biggest
education?
objection? Like cynical.
Yeah, I would say education, because people don't I get the reaction, oh, I didn't know conventional gum was bad for me. So really educating people around that. I would say that's probably the biggest hurdle.
You're right. People look at everything in the grocery store except like they'll toss a pack of gum in the cart. Just for some reason it gets the pass. I don't know why. Yeah, you're right.
I'm always been a health and wellness guy, but my foundation is marketing. I can tell you why that happens. That's why it's on the shelf. It's positioning in the store. I did retail marketing for 15 years. That is intentional. There is less thought in that purchase than anything on the face of the earth. It's pure. I am now forced to sit here and wait, and this is in front of me because you're waiting.
I'll take a pack of gum.
Yeah, exactly. Magazine that I don't need, a pack of gum I don't want, and 3 of these Twinkies that I definitely didn't need.
Yeah. Maybe some chapstick.
Baby.
Chapstick. Yeah, chapstick. You got 17 of them in the car.
Yeah.
Don't need it at all.
Yeah, it's only in that grocery checkout line. You're like, you know what? My lips are a little chapped and my breath could use some mint. Let me buy this real quick. Little breath
exactly.
check.
And you think you have someone at home or in the car, but you're not sure. And you're like, and the price is just low enough that it's not as considered, so. Unconsidered. Right. Yeah, exactly. But I do think education, and then I don't know, obviously it turns into then the why no gum, the vitamins, the added benefits, all the product benefits once you've got someone past that hurdle, I would imagine, right?
Totally. Yeah. That's what we're really drilling down on as well. It's like educating people on if you're going to chew a product, why not chew something that's actually good for you? Get a little vitamin mineral boost, immunity boost throughout the day. To me, it's a no-brainer. That's why I chew on it all day.
What makes something gum or not gum?
Oh, what makes something gum or not gum?
So it's called no gum. And I know, I think it's we're not the same gum. I get that, right? That's but is it truly not the same? Completely engineered differently?
Well, it is gum. And the reason why I chose no gum was really the marketing behind the whole company was no gum, no BS, no bullshit. So we really wanted to emphasize how clean our product was compared to, conventional chewing gum. But one of the main differences in our base is it's actually a chicle-based gum. So the actual base of the gum is tree sap. Mm-hmm. Conventional gums use plastic and petroleum as their base. So that's actually what you're chewing on. Yeah.
So, So chicle, chiclets, that type of gum, the old chiclets, plastic, not plastic.
Correct.
But
that's why
kind
it
looks
called
that
chiclets.
way.
Yeah,
really?
Because in the beginning, they actually use chicle. They use tree sap. And that's been a cultural thing. They've been doing that in Central and South America for a long time. They used to chew on chicle, tree sap, after meals to stimulate saliva production. And there are a lot of benefits to chewing in general after eating. So.
I've got a B2B plan for you. You need to go see dentists. I imagine there's a dental impact.
Well, yeah, we actually use xylitol. So I've had a bunch of dentists reach out to me because xylitol actually has a lot of really good benefits too after you eat. So that was part of the reason why we chose that as the sweetener.
That might be most, that should be like sitting on the desk at every dentist, like if you're going to chew this. Yeah. Chew on this.
Chew wisely, baby. That's our slogan.
Yeah. Is it? Chew wisely? I like it.
I like that.
I like it.
Thank you, boys. Thank you.
What's up, guys? Ryan and Chris here. I want to talk to you about Apollo, our official partnership with the wearable. And look, we talk about it all the time. The research is out, guys. There's no hiding. Sleep is one of the most important things to your overall health and wellness, and that's why we love what we're seeing from Apollo. I'm using it. Chris has been an advocate for over 3 years. Talk about it, Chris. I know it's been helping with your sleep.
Yeah, man, I'm super stoked. The Apollo wearable device, I've been using this for 3 years. Anyone that knows me knows it's on my ankle or wrist all the time, including in my bed, which may seem a little odd that I sleep with this, but they've got all these different modes. Sleep mode kind of eases your body, eases your mind in that relaxed state. It helps you kind of calm that nervous system where you're hacking your brain in a way. But I'll tell you what, you can even set it on a schedule where it'll ease you into sleep. Then you can set it 6 a.m., 7 a.m. It'll gently wake you up. All of a sudden it's vibrating faster. It's pulsing faster. It's sending this frequency through your body, alerting your nervous system, time to wake up. So tons of uses. You can set it where it's easy to work for you. Set your schedule through the day, energy, social, sleep, calm, meditate, anything you want. There's a different mode for.
Look, ApolloNeuro.com, 15% off. Use Vibe Science, VIBE Science. This is a great deal with a great partner that's leading innovations. You won't believe the data. You won't believe the results, just like Chris. We'll see you soon. How long? I mean, you're going through the entrepreneurial journey too. With a sort of an alternative product to the mainstream. What's that been like? Have you always been kind of in this health and alternative wellness space, or is this all new and fresh for you?
I think entrepreneurship is hard. I think it's beautiful and I love it, but it's hard. And I'm learning that the CPG game is a hard game to play. This is my first venture into that space. I did personal training for a while and I've done life coaching and stuff like that. And always been into health and wellness, but never have launched a product. So this is my first product for sure.
Is it all D2C right now?
Yes.
Yeah. So just purely one-to-one customers online and trying to get the name out there.
Correct.
Yeah. That's a hustle, man. It's hard. Chris and I have played in that game. I do it for other clients. It's like you gotta, how much awareness do you buy? Like buying customers. I mean, not, because you have a good product, you got a good story and all those things, but it's like you kind of are breaking new ground. So you've got a new category too. So you got to carry that weight.
Totally. Yeah.
It's like
we're still trying to see how people view the actual product, what they're saying about it, how they feel about it. So, and I know those things take time.
Yeah.
How's the reviews been?
Pretty incredible, dude. People love it.
Yeah. What's like the biggest thing like that they notice maybe? I mean, obviously they probably feel good. Like you kind of have to make them feel bad so they can feel good.
For sure.
I
think the biggest thing that I hear from people is like, wow, I'm shocked at how good this tastes, because they have this assumption that something that's really good for you and healthy is not going to taste good. So that I've been super proud of and like happy to hear that.
Yeah, that's conditioned. I mean, like my kids, they assume all those vegetables I force on
that they're going to be gross.
And some of them are, but not all of them are. But it is fascinating, like what it takes to change minds, to when you're like, it's just not something people have had to think about. So you have to make them pause and, consider a different way or a different product than what they're the convenience of what they're used to buying.
Totally.
How I know you're early on, so we
Mhm.
joked about taking down Big Gum. Have you felt anything at all from them, or like you just kind of flying under the radar at this point?
We're still flying under the radar, but we're making some noise on social media. We got people calling out Big Gum for us, so that's been pretty cool to see. I'm waiting for the letter I'm going to get from Wrigley's. Like, hey, we're suing you guys.
Yeah,
Oh,
cease and
God.
desist. Definitely.
Yeah, cease and
exactly.
desist. Big Gum, Big Red is Big Gum. It's like, it is this balance though of like having to shoot the missiles at them while firing off your own benefits. Like it's a delicate balance, I'm sure.
Totally.
Is
And it's true.
Are there segments or people that you feel like, you're early on that are gravitating towards this?
Kids have been loving it. I've had some of my super chewers are actually parents who are buying this product for their kids, and the kids just are obsessed with it. So that's really encouraging.
That's interesting.
Because kids chew a lot of gum.
Yeah. You on TikTok?
We just got the TikTok shop set up.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, the gram's great too, but like TikTok, you might get some organic growth going over there and like start to pop off, if you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Popping bubbles, baby.
But you can do some fun things. Like it's a fun product, right? It's gum.
It is.
Like it's a serious thing because you're a better alternative and healthy versus, but I don't know. You associate gum with, I don't know, sports and activity and doing fun things. So I think, you can obviously have fun with it while educating people, I'm sure.
Totally. Yeah. And speaking of sports, we've had a lot of success with athletes as well. Runners, cyclists, CrossFitters. Cause that's like me. Like I've been playing tennis a lot lately and like I'm always chewing when I'm playing. Like it just locks me in, keeps me focused. And if you watch professional sports, you see not only a lot of these guys who are playing chewing, but the guys on the sideline too, they're chewing gum.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Chris, what are your thoughts, man?
I'm ready to get my hands on it. Drew, how many flavors do you guys have right now?
Right now, just one, but we're in production for the second SKU right now, which is peppermint.
Nice. What's the one you guys have now?
Mint berry.
Ooh.
Mint berry?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Mint berry. We've got peppermint coming. Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Okay.
There might be cinnamon coming after that. I can't confirm or deny just yet, but
all right. Talk to me about price point. How's your price point comparative? I mean, it's probably unfair. There's billions of, but like where you guys fall.
It's a little more expensive than like a conventional chewing gum for sure. But I think it's a great price point for what it is.
So it's not like triple the price or something.
Nah.
Okay.
$9.99 a pack, and we sell a 3-pack and a 6-pack online, and they're 22 pieces in each pack.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Super chewers,
Yeah.
Like how many pieces can you get in at once?
I've experimented. The most I've gotten in is 6.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I used to see how many gumballs I get that thing going. It's like, and you're into my mouth falling off. Like,
we're gonna have to get some content of Ryan putting the whole pack in his mouth, 22 pieces.
I think I could. I got a big mouth, dude. I think I could go 15.
I'll white label the shit out of that. That'll be great content.
Yes. We'll put up good content for me too. People just laughing their ass off. Exactly. Like how many I'm like no gum. I'll have no gums left. I don't know. Chew them right off. But I do think there's got to be with the, I keep coming at the dental impact. Like, the stomach and all that, but like that like just keeps resonating with me. Like, cause I think so much sugar and like, I don't know, especially in the candy gums as we call them. And that just seems like that's like a no-brainer, like with moms and, cavities and all that stuff.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, and xylitol has like oral benefits for you. So that's why dentists have really been digging it, which is cool. It's like the opposite of sugar in that regard.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's interesting, with what Chris and I are doing with like Vibe Science, that we're trying to kind of blend these worlds of like modern innovative medicine with alternative like approaches to products, just sort of empowering and enlightening the discussion. And it's like something like no gum, it's an alternative, but I don't know that I would even classify it as, alternative wellness in that way, as much as it's just a different choice for moms or for kids or for, whoever's chewing it to have a healthy approach to something that they love to do. Right.
Totally. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. It's like one of the missions behind the company was like, why we shouldn't have to cut this out from our lives. Like there should be a healthier alternative that we could enjoy, because people love chewing gum. I love chewing it. So it's like, why not have that alternative for people?
I think the vitamin thing is interesting too, because I was sitting, when we went down that path, talking about the vitamin, the zinc and all that you have in it, I don't know how many people have tried or how many companies have tried to come out with like vitamin gum. I don't know. I'm sure someone's done it before, but that seems like again, absorbing right in your mouth, it seems like a natural product extension, having different vitamins and different things in it. Have y'all talked about that?
Yeah, totally. It's like, yeah, you're going to be chewing this stuff. Why not have a little vitamin and mineral boost throughout the day? That's kind of how I look at it.
Yeah. And maybe some caffeine and, some.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen it with THC. For speaking on,
yeah,
in our world.
THC gum. Hey, why not THC gum? They make THC gum? We should know this, Chris.
Yeah, they do. Like it's like Nicorette. Put anything in it. But I think you're brilliant, because I know most people we know now are deficient in zinc and magnesium.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I personally forget to take my zinc supplement all the time. So if I could just pop in a piece of gum 2-3 times a day and know that I'm getting that, I vibe with that. I could vibe with that.
Yeah, there you go.
Feel good while you chew,
Yeah, especially in the gym, that magnesium is good for that muscle. So it's a good workout.
What's the rollout? What's the rollout plan, Drew? Like, what's the next year? You're 3 months in. I mean, obviously very early. What's like this year look like for you guys?
My main focus is really dialing in on D2C, and then retail would be the next push. And obviously that comes with just building brand awareness and marketing and, figuring out who our target demographic is and just getting more people to no gum.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know about it.
So social media, I mean, like running ads.
Yeah, I think down the line running ads, my main focus right now is really creating a pretty deadly influencer team. So I'm going hard on the influencer marketing. And yeah, in the beginning, like, I talk to my business mentor almost every day, and it's like, you just got to try shit and test it and see what happens. You might not have the answers in the beginning of what's going to work and what's not going to work.
Sure.
Yeah. It would, could do like a blind taste test, like, and then, have it be about taste. And then like this, but the reveal is not only maybe who wins, but it's like somehow playing up the nastiness of the ingredients, like it's
just
sort of
reading
like
out what's in there.
Well, it's like, yeah. So it's not the taste, but it's like also, one's killing you, one's not. Like,
which one would you choose?
Yeah, exactly.
Choose wisely.
Who's like I'm trying to think, world's most famous like gum chewer, that's how you need to go after. Like a baseball player.
That was my first thing as a baseball player.
That's a great question.
That's
to sit with. I don't know, but I could see it being a baseball player. Absolutely.
Yeah. A lot of those guys used to heavy nicotine, who knows what else, but a lot of them have gotten healthier over the years. And so sunflower seeds or gum, I'm sure some of them still hitting the nicotine, but I think it's but yeah, there's like, I don't know, like get one of these famous kids on YouTube that's chewing gum all the time.
I'm here for it. We got to find them.
I know. And you got to start young.
There's got to be one out there. You already know there's some YouTube channel. A kid just reviews gum all day. There has to be.
There's everything these days.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. Is any partners in this?
No, solo. Yeah, I've had a bunch of people been helping me throughout the journey and kind of outsourcing things. But yeah, I have full equity right now.
Yeah. And all running out of Miami?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Where are you manufacturing?
Manufacturing's not in Miami, Wichita, Kansas.
Ah, Wichita.
Yeah. Wichita. Beautiful Wichita, Kansas.
Hey, it reminds me of planes, trains, and automobiles. John, they were going to Wichita, catching the train to Wichita. But I did not know that was the gum capital of the world.
Neither did I.
It's interesting. Like, what does it take to manufacture gum? Like,
I'm really blessed that the person that I ended up connecting with and have been working with, he's been making functional chewing gum and candy for like 25 years. So he's extremely knowledgeable. It takes a lot. I think, all manufacturing can be difficult in ways, but you just find someone who's good at their craft and kind of roll with it.
Yeah. I could see like brand partnerships, thinking of ways that, what does gum go with, like whether it's sports or other, like instances of things that you do. So you get them putting like no gum in their, I don't know, packaging or something.
Totally. Me and Chris were actually chatting a little bit before we started about this event called Coffee and Chill that my buddy Eric's been putting on in Miami. And we're sponsoring the next one this Sunday. So I'm excited about that. And
that's cool.
For that, it was like you drink some delicious coffee, but your breath's going to smell. So chew some no gum after. So that was a good little partnership right there.
There's another event this weekend that we're sponsoring with Vacay. I'll plug you in with them too. It's another fitness wellness event. And just if you guys want to toss some samples in the goodie bags they're handing out, I'll connect you with them too if you want. Just more exposure down here. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, even gyms, like someone's coming to work out, having them sitting on the counter at every Planet Fitness or whatever. Right.
Totally.
I mean, dude, post-workout bad breath is a real thing.
It's a real thing, dude.
Yeah.
I was laughing at an acro festival hit me up and they wanted me to sponsor it. So like, acro yoga, you get super close and intimate. You can't be having bad breath. I'm like, that's true. That was very true.
That is true.
How's your finance background? I imagine it's helped in some level with this, right?
For sure. Yeah, I learned a lot. I worked in wealth management for a few years after school. So definitely gave me a good base in the financial sector and just business in general.
Yeah. Are you still doing that?
I have my own investments, but not working in that capacity at all anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, any final thoughts here, man?
I'm just craving this gum, dude. Honestly, that's all I've been thinking about since we started.
Gotta get you boys some chew, man.
I know. I'll put it on the vacay table, and have it, give you a little product placement, and
I would love that.
Give you that, and you get in our partnership programs. We get that rolling out. It's a little easy way to get in front of a lot of people.
Yeah,
love it. Sounds
love
epic.
it, man. Really appreciate you coming on. And where can everybody keep it up with no gum and everything you're doing, Drew?
So chewnogum.com is our website. That's where you can actually go purchase no gum. The Instagram is nogum_, and I also post a lot on my social page, which is Drew Shuman _.
Sweet. We'll have all that in the show notes and linked to everything with the episode. We really appreciate you coming on. We like what you're doing, and we hope it blows up.
Let's go. I appreciate you boys. Thank you so much for having me on. It was great to connect. I hope we do it again.
Yeah, for sure. Hey guys, you know where to find us, vibescience.media. You'll see all of the info, the links directly to the podcast, and all the articles we'll have from this episode. You can find Chris and I on Instagram at Chris Broby Hansen and at Ryan Alford. We'll see you next time on Vibe Science.
The content discussed on this show is provided for reference and educational purposes. The content is not an attempt to practice medicine or provide specific medical advice. Always consult your personal physician for medical advice and proper diagnosis.
Thanks for listening. This is Vibe Science. To learn more or watch full episodes, visit vibesciencepodcast.com. Here's to discovering your highest vibe